this video, we're going to give you a brief overview of sub-batching in ControlPro and what that looks like, what you're going to want to look for, where you can assign sub-batches, and then in subsequent videos we'll go into more detail regarding manual systems and automated systems. If you are assigning equipment to your tickets when you process them through the system, your equipment may be set up to have compartments, as you can see here with the checkbox. If that is the case, then your equipment will automatically be doing sub batches. We will cover equipment with compartments in a separate video, but I just wanted you to be aware of this going into this training. First thing we're going to want to do is go ahead and take a look at one of our tickets. We'll go ahead and bring this one up. We've got 3 materials. Total amount is 15,000 pounds. If we look in the details, a couple of things I want to make you aware of. Estimated batches. With just a single batch, that means this will be completed in one delivery with 15,000. If we change it to 2, this is what's called multi-batching. It's separate from sub-batching. What this is going to do is, say you know for a fact that you're going to be delivering in 2 compartments that each will hold 7,500 pounds apiece. You would just go in here and set these tickets up. This is good if you know you're going to be doing several deliveries consistently. You could set it up here, and each time you deliver, each batch will be 7,500 pounds to complete the full load of 15,000 pounds. Looking down here at our 2 autocompletes, the difference here is with autocomplete, when all batches delivered, is just that. It's going to wait until it's delivered all the batches, and then the ticket completes. The autocomplete at 99% can be changed. You could change it to 90%, oh, not 9,000, 90%. Our default here is 99. Some may choose to go a little bit lower if they have some flexibility in their deliveries, or depending on the type of material delivering, especially with dry systems. When your instance of ControlPro is set up, the default here is the autocomplete, but we are able to go in your system settings and set it up so that if you want every single one of your tickets to be autocomplete when all batches delivered, we can change it in the settings so that when you create a ticket, that's automatic and you don't have to select it. You could have it selected as both as well, whatever your preferences may be. If you would like to get that changed and have some questions on how to do it, please feel free to reach out to us. If you wish to make changes to these defaults, you're going to want to go to your system settings, which you can hit the screwdriver and wrench, or for a quick key, just hit F11, and that brings up your system settings, or your settings rather. Where you're going to want to go with this is global components, and as you can see right here, you can make those changes as well. If you want every single one of your tickets to be autocomplete at 99% when you create them, have this checked in the defaults. As you could see when we were there, that's what it's set at. If you would rather have it set at autocomplete when all batches for every ticket you create, just do that here. You can also make changes, though this doesn't really have to do with the sub batching, but to your mix type and units in this section as well. Go and update, exit out. And what we're going to want to do next, I'm going to set this multi-batch to 1 for now. And always make sure you save when you make changes to your tickets. Close out of here. So let's go ahead and open up our system. I'm going to open up the ticket search as well. There's a little shortcut I want to show you. When you're going to add tickets, you can of course hit the plus sign, but something else you can do is grab the ticket that you want to add to the system just by selecting it, holding on the left mouse button, drag it in your system, let go, and now it's in your system. So we're going to work with this Captain Marvel ticket. We're going to highlight it, come over here to the batch details. It's going to show us the amount of each material going into this, and we'll get the sub batching here in just a second. I want to come over to the details. You'll see your maximum batch size and your minimum batch size, and your mixer capacity. For default, for minimum batch size is at 100. Maximum batch size just depends on what you're running. It may be only 20,000. It may be 65,000. This is where you can make the changes. The mixer capacity is the capacity of your actual mixer on site. This right here will affect your total batch pounds. You will not be able to go higher. Say right now we are at 15,000. If I try to go to 40,000, you'll see it's not going to let us. It's going to go right to that original amount. So let's go back to our 15,000 pounds. So what we'll do is come up here to use sub batching. Gives us a few options for automatic and manual. We're going to go ahead and select the manual option. And in here, right now you can see sub batch 1 of 1, 0 15,000 pounds. Because right now that's just if you ran the entire load, you get 15,000. So for this first run, we're just going to ask for a nice 5,000 or nice, easy, even 5,000 pounds. As you can see, now it's going to be 5,000 of a total batch of 15,000. Our total batch for each of these for the full load is 5,000. But up here in the sub batch requested, we get this 1,666.67. As you can see, again, we're here in simulation mode, so nothing's going to turn on. This is just going to let us practice running these different style of tickets, and this is a good way to really familiarize yourself with sub batching. We'll go ahead and hit process. You can see that it's running this first load. And there's the first one done. It's telling us there's 10,020 left of what we want to run. So we'll run it again. And so we've ran our 3 batches. Here you can see it says sub batch 3 of 1. There's no more product to deliver for this ticket. Total batch 15,000 after 15,000 out of 15,000. Here we can see the total batch requested, what was delivered for each of them. We can come to the ticket description. Here it'll say as well 15,000. Right now it's still 0-1 load because as you can see, it's still waiting. When you do sub batch, you have to manually complete it. Here in the batch detail screen, hit complete, and then we just wait a second, and the ticket is complete. And it's cleared from your system as well. So we can come into our ticket search. This is the ticket we just ran, just to confirm again what we've already seen. Here's the loads. This is everything that was delivered. When you click, it's going to show you each chemical that was delivered with the load. So that is the basics of sub batching when it comes to just breaking down a ticket evenly. So this was just a brief overview of sub batching with ControlPro. Be on the lookout for more videos that will focus on specific ways of sub batching, be it using equipment with multiple compartments, having a ticket that you thought was going to be a regular batch, and then you're going to have to sub batch it, and how to accommodate that, and a few other tips and tricks when it comes to sub batching. If you have any questions, please contact Murray Equipment at 260-480-1340. Thank you.